Hello, it's Mrs. Nichols. Welcome to Front Room Drama and your drama brain break for today. Now, today's game is one of my absolute favourites. It's called The Great Guild of Archaeologists. Welcome. Welcome, all you amazing archaeological professors. It is an honour, my total privilege to have you here today at our meeting of minds. Well, today I have a couple of ancient artefacts that we here at the Guild, the Great Guild of Archaeologists, were struggling to find the definition of. We weren't quite sure what the objects were, what era they were from, and what they were used for. Now, because of this, I thought I would open up these objects to you for your feedback, to find out what you think these objects are. Now, the first object is this. So, I will give to you the findings that we have already discovered. So I spoke to Professor Brooks about this particular object. Now, it is Professor Brooks's belief that this object is from ancient Rome. Professor Brooks believed that it would be part of the gladiatorial costume and was in fact the plume upon their hat. They believed that the length of the plume and the length of the stick actually denoted how important the gladiator was. So the longer the plume, the more fierce and more powerful the gladiator. Now that's quite interesting because Professor Chan disagreed. Professor Chan believed that this object was actually from an ancient time in India and was actually used for ancient Indian giants. It was used, thus, to clean out the giant's nostrils. She wasn't exactly sure of the name of this object, but she demonstrated how it could be used brilliantly. Now, I again disagreed with this. It is my belief that this object is actually from medieval Britain and is some kind of musical instrument. I mean, let me demonstrate. It is old, and yet it still makes the amazing sounds. Here we go. Can you hear that? I can just imagine them in ancient Britain, dancing to the tunes of this object. Now at home, what are your opinions, professors? Discuss it. Do you know what this object is called? Do you know what era it is from and what it was used for? Let me know. Well done, professors. Your inspiration and your ideas are greatly appreciated. Now, moving on from this object, I'm going to put it down gently because it is obviously very old. We're moving on to our second object today that I would really like your feedback on. And that object is this. Okay, so again, I consulted Professor Brooks. Now, Professor Brooks believed this was actually from the 17th century. He believes that it was used upon the banks of the Thames to take the scales off the fish. Now, Professor Chan disagrees entirely. Professor Chan is of the belief that this is actually from South America, and that it was used as a device to prize out corns, or I'm just demonstrating here, corns of verrucas on the feet. Now, I disagree with both of their findings, as I believe this is from a much later time. I believe this is actually from the 1960s, and that it was used as a nose-picking device to get from all the way inside the nostril. So, professors at home, again, if you know the name of this object, wonderful. If you could tell me what you think it was used for and what era, have a go. Be great to hear what you think. Now, this is the final object for today. However, if there are any objects in your home that you are not quite sure about, maybe you could have a discussion with those in your household, or via Zoom or FaceTime with your friends and family members about what different objects they might be and what they might have been used for. So how did you get on at home? Did you come up with any ideas to help the professor? I wonder what you thought those objects were. This is a game that you can play with any household object at home. Maybe you can come up with some really exciting definitions for their uses. Thank you for joining me today. I will see you again tomorrow for another Drama Brain Break. Bye.